All right, back at the bus, back at it again with another Bel-Air review. Now that season 3 is out, you excited for what's going on with season 3?
I am, man. It's a new season. Looks like we kicked up the budget just a bit. We out here racing Hellcats and shit.
Right, right.
Vic Mensa popping up. He got him a little check on the Bel-Air side.
Yes.
I like that they're they continue to incorporate LA artists, or not even just LA artists, but just up and coming artists and well, Vic Mensa's not really up and coming, but they had Coast Contra on last season, so that's where that came from.
Well, Vic came from Chicago.
Right, and Coast Contra is from I think Philly.
Philly?
Yeah, I think they're from which was why that shit was so dope. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, they're from Philly. Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay.
Yep, Philly to LA.
Speaking of Vic Mensa, he's got some Young Black and Gifted initiative where people have been working their asses off, and Will somehow rizzes his way to a final round interview slot at the beginning.
Which is horse shit, but cool. And while we over here talking about nepotism. But hey,
is Uncle Phil LeBron James in Bel-Air?
And then also it's like there's other kids that have been out here working on this, probably putting their business plans together for years. Here go Will. Yeah, hey my nigga. Yeah, hey, let me holler at you real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Like that was just crazy. I'm like, all right,
is
bro.
that black excellence? I don't know, but whatever. I ain't going to critique it too much, I guess.
Ashley starts off throwing shade, and she kind of continues it quite a bit throughout the.
Hey, we have been saying
episodes.
for 2 seasons that Ashley doesn't have a role on this show, and that they just using her to be the peoples of color, LGBTQ, young peoples, to kind of be like a hodgepodge representation character, right?
Yeah.
And so now she is the accountability character. She has turned into Daphne, Queen of Accountability, because she's reading everybody to riot act this season, which honestly gives her somewhat of a better angle than what we were doing before.
Yeah, I got a feeling that she won't disappear for entire episodes, which is good. So.
Yeah. If we hear any little grunts and groans, I got the little one on my lap here with us today, so bear with us.
Okay, so then Lou popped up randomly, and he shows up a couple times within the first couple of episodes.
Yeah. I thought that was a dope angle to get back to Lou. Obviously, we knew we had to go there at some point. He's been working, right? He found him a spot, stayed close. I thought it was weird that you stayed close and didn't say nothing. That's not stalkerish, just a little weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at least throw up a SOS to Jeffrey or Phil, let him know, hey, like, I'm out and about. You know what I'm saying? But then again, the way that things kind of went down, they all ended. It wasn't very copacetic.
Right.
It didn't really leave a whole lot of space for us to talk. To send addresses and exchange postcards.
Facts. So Carlton's angle is that he just came back from rehab.
And he got him a little crazy ass girlfriend. He needs to leave her ass
yeah.
alone.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
needs to
very
leave her ass alone, right, baby? You need to leave her alone. You need to leave her alone because she's cray-cray.
The interesting thing is that in the original show, Carlton doesn't make it to Princeton for whatever reason. This at least kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and I
feel
like
the
that
other
they
way was a
didn't
bad
like
way.
crush him at the end like he was in the show. Like now we're kind of seeing that maybe Princeton and your idea of how your life was going to go in a little bit earlier. We know now, so now he has a easier way to pivot and to decide what he wants his life to look like beyond his his childish dreams, the things that he had always aspired to because of his family and their reputation and all the stuff that was important to him before he had his his addiction break.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it is going to be a different arc than what we got from the Carlton in the original show, where him and Will go to ULA and work in the books or the what is it, is it the student union or the bookstore?
Seemed like a student
Something like that.
basically.
Yeah, doing all that, meeting Jackie and all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I honestly, that was more of a surprising thing to me, is the fact that they brought back Jackie so soon.
Yeah.
And that's out of here now. Now that seems like that's not going to be in play, at least immediately in the immediate future. Well, Well, let me not speak too soon, so she fuck around and pop up in episode 4. You know what I'm saying?
Very likely.
I wasn't even gonna try to get you, but now that she said that to me, now I'm on it. You know, that'll be the exact type of teenager shit that'll happen in one of these shows.
Oh, for sure.
But for now, it seems like, at least in the short term, that Jackie's not going to be an issue, or at least the main issue for Will and Lisa here. In this season, so it'll be interesting to see where we go. Is it going to be another love interest? We're going to do love triangle. They are very fond of repeating tropes. I see in this show. That's very prevalent with Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil. They keep trading, mere, what do you want to say? Mere affair deceptions,
Yes.
right? Like, I didn't cross the line, but I probably should have let you know what was going on, and I didn't. And now we got to talk about it. They keep trading it. It was like, oh, we got Michael Ealy and Aunt Viv first, and then it was Uncle Phil and his his work partner, Erica. But now, she got a caterer, and he giving her eyes, and her assistant want her to flirt back, and it's like why are we keep trading it? Is this the only thing married people can go through?
Apparently, older married couples can only go through this.
There's one thing they got with, Viv expanding her professional career and still trying to balance being a mom and a wife. And you see them kind of touching on that lightly. But the much more prevalent, the louder parts of the script seem to be the whole deception and what do we do when we're away from each other for so long and we can't be intimate.
Yeah, no, I know why Viv is so damn tired all the time. She playing mom to 3 kids, her nephew, all of Will's thoughts, got a full-time job and splitting time
And
between
fellowship.
her husband and her a newfound flirt buddy.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, she's busy. She keeping busy and she's mad. She's doing too much.
You gonna have to bend that thing over though, every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing around.
She out here doing the most. She being
See, that causes problems for everybody. You ain't getting it from your husband, then all of a sudden you getting attention from some young chef, and now you doing googly eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just bend that thing over. It solves all the problems.
Let's see. Oh, the truth bomb that Jazz set off on Hillary was insane. She's a runner. She's a track star.
Flojo.
Crazy. So then she goes and runs to the DJ booth
and
grabs
rage commits. That was the funniest shit ever. How you gonna rage commit? But I guess they had already done that though. So I guess technically she had already got proposed to and said yes.
Yeah.
But that shit was never gonna stick anyways, because again, she's a runner, she's a track star.
Facts.
You don't run away when it gets hard.
And it didn't take that long. It didn't take that long for her to run.
Don't wanna commit to why you get involved. Why?
And then, okay, so to kind of end episode 1 quickly, I understand wanting to see his potential past basketball, but I can't really understand throwing away the Vegas opportunity unless that was supposed to be all summer.
This is dumb. This is dumb. Like, I can't. I really, honestly, for the first couple of episodes, I was confused on what this arc was. I still kind of am. I didn't know if this was like okay, Will has some grandiose dreams and he's worrying about the kind of day-to-day work. Is this him, thinking CEO dreams without ever doing the day-to-day work, doing the grunt work? Mm-hmm. Is this him, all right, well, I never really thought that I had, a business future, an academic future, anything like that. I'd always chalked it up to basketball. It seems like maybe we're going the route of Will is pushing this, I got to get a business, I got to expand, I got to be more like Hillary and Carlton route because of Lou. Mm-hmm. It's more of a Lou thing. It maybe started off as, I can do this and basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can balance these both. And then when Lou said what he said, which was another stupid, we was going the right direction. We was moving the right way. And here go Lou. They filling up your head with them rich man dreams. They telling you can learn the shit. They telling you can be something. You trying to be crazy. You trying to better yourself.
Why did you turn to this all of a sudden?
So now, just despite Lou, we're gonna make this work no matter what. And then honestly, the business idea, like, how in the fuck did y'all take that long to come up with? Yeah, we just gonna make t-shirts.
Yeah, right.
All of that work, we having talks with Byron Allen. They giving us all these platitudes and fucking bullshit taglines. And and then the only thing we took from that is
Merch.
merch.
I thought it was going to be some kind of like connection, like we're going to build connections between some of the people who
Nah, we gonna sell T-shirts and get the money to our friend.
and just do IG lives and
We go now the marketing behind selling T-shirts and giving the money to our friend, impeccable. Yes. They should start a marketing company because we're going to diversify our investments by giving funds to impoverished businesses, small black businesses like Charlie's Vinyls, aka my friend's record shop who got past due taxes.
Damn. Speaking of which, Ashley, there are still customers in that record store. Why the hell are you being nosy talking about some
out loud? What is this? Delinquent taxes? What does that mean? Well, you just read it out loud, and I know you know what delinquent and taxes mean.
In front of everybody. Like, damn, Hillary, you just said that while there are still customers in the store.
About just walking around and shit.
Ugh.
Also, her little friend Fred is cringy. I don't know why. I don't know what is going on with her. But just the vibe I'm getting off of old girl is very weird. The chemistry is off.
When Ashley started spitting those whack trash bars,
yo,
I thought the white girl was like, oh yeah, that's great, and then she was gonna start writing them down. I'm like, oh yeah, these are my bars now.
These are my bars.
I'm stealing from your rhyme book.
Hey, no lie. That's when she was like, what else you got in there? I was like, what you want them for?
Yeah.
What you want them for, Iggy Azalea?
Yeah, she's stealing the whole flow, bar for bar. So yeah, no, I feel really weird about that. How'd you feel about the "just dribble the ball" quote from Homeboy's dad, Connor's dad?
Yeah,
Connor's stepdad at that.
Again, another one of those motivations. It's like, oh, I gotta prove these people wrong. I gotta do this because everybody thinks I can't. And so it's like, again, did you have to stop playing basketball to do this?
No.
Like, did you have to stop playing basketball to do this? I was even when I was looking at Lisa. Training, I'm trying to win nationals. Okay, I get it, but you like 16 years old. I think a summer vacation somewhere in there. Well, maybe not. If she's like an Olympic, maybe if she'd have said Olympic level. Yeah. But I'm thinking out of a whole 3.5 months where you ain't got no school and you only got a part-time job where you can work 15 hours a week, it should be gravy to train. Everything should be love. Boom, I'm training in the morning until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Will, I'll fuck off with you until I got to go to sleep at 8. Boom, training in the morning again. And I'll go fuck off at the country club 3 days a week. Sounds like gravy.
No,
my life's great.
She can't do that because she doesn't have a title with Will, and she's got to spend all of her time with this coach now.
I have forgotten how much, when we're talking about shows that are written for young adults or teens, how much of the conflicts are manufactured, because again, when you are that young, when you are experiencing these things, even though you cannot see it in real time in the moment, a lot of it is manufactured. Like it is brought upon yourself or brought by your associations or just any other auxiliary decisions that are being made. Like a lot of the problems you encounter when you were young are brought upon yourself and are completely avoidable. Yeah. They just seem like world-ending issues
for sure.
And that's what we're getting from Bel-Air. We're getting very repetitive, tropey, marital qualm stuff from the adults with Viv and Uncle Phil, and then from the youth, from Will and Carlton, it is very much so like identity crisis mixed with high school nonsense.
Yes. Yeah, I you know what? To speak to that, I think there's no better example than Carlton's new girlfriend. First of all, talking about, you're stalking me. Well, no, I just showed up to this one event.
Hey, yo, I told y'all she's fucking crazy. There's something off about that girl. She's nuts.
And then her egging on Lisa in the 3rd episode, like...
Yo, did you see the way that she, like, quote-unquote, introduced herself to Carlton's mom? Like, when they were by themselves, she told her to fuck off. Like she just walked up on the side of her and stared her in her eyeballs and didn't say nothing. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did Viv have to tell her to go mind her own business? Probably not. You probably could have minded yours and just quietly observed, because Carlton ain't got no doors on his room anyways. Ain't like he can do shit.
Right.
Can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only thing they can do is talk on the phone. So I felt like she was a little overzealous in that moment. But other than that, old girl's a weirdo. They need to keep your eye on her.
She is definitely.
First of all, who gives a junkie a Hellcat? That just seems like malpractice. Whoever made that decision is needs to be brought up on charges
by the end of the season. Oh, speaking of people who are doing way too much, Jeffrey's son is doing the most.
Because he's an op. I had almost forgot that Jeffrey's son ended up being fake. In the TV show, I forgot about that. They did a really good job with lulling us to sleep with his character, because I didn't necessarily see that as the track forward. But
facts. Lisa saying, "Damn, bitch," caught me all the way off guard.
Oh yeah. I guess we could have been stopped playing the fuck out of crazy like y'all wasn't together in the first place. But again,
a long time ago,
high school drama.
Right. Am I crazy for thinking that Karuchi now all of a sudden is the sidekick when she came in as like the main person for that content creator house? Now,
well, I mean, but how was it supposed to shake out any other way?
Sure.
But I mean, she's carved out a recurring role for herself on the show, so that's dope.
Isn't Hillary's husband a pro?
Yes.
In the pro league?
Yeah.
Because why did that practice field seem like it was
Hey, we put all the budget into the street race with the Hellcats. Okay, yeah. Football players are easy to do. We can go to your local Play It Again Sports and pick up some uniforms, and we are professional football players doing practice.
Right. Which also,
we need to be worried about why homeboy looked more like a defensive end than a wide receiver out there.
That's
but
a fact too. That is a fact.
That's what it is.
Yeah, them driving was insane too. What Will being the person who has to drive all of a sudden was. Come on.
You look like you out of it right now. I'll drive, even though I don't know how to pop the e-brake, and you got to do it for me. Like you literally don't know how to do this.
Insane. And then the last thing we see is Will pressing Jeffrey's son makes a bit of sense considering his relationship with Jeffrey, but y'all have no idea who you're fucking with. Like, realistically, you don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, but they know he lying and he not being honest about it.
Yeah,
so,
but
like,
if he would have ended up pulling out the Shankman and giving old boy a stab. Yeah. What would have happened then?
I don't think they was worried about that. First of all, this is the United States, and I'm pretty sure they carrying that.
Nah, bruv.
They're not worried about no pokers over here in the United States.
I got me a poker, bruv. Taser, take care of your mans.
We're not worried about that over here.
Funny how I just turned that into Supercell.
Right.
But no, like I thought that was interesting that I mean, yes, he's Jeffrey's son, but like realistically, this nigga could be anybody.
Could be. I mean, I don't think they went too far. Mm-hmm. I think Carlton was still playing good cop enough to where they were leaving it ambiguous. Sure. They weren't really directly accusing him of anything. So,
so that was episode 3. All in all, I did enjoy it. Obviously, we got to make fun of a few things, but they seem to have ramped things up a little bit. And I think it still kind of works. I think everything is still entertaining for the most part, outside of tiny gripes.
No, I mean it's I'm sure as things progress, they will have some twists and turns from us. I don't think they are literally walking us into the same situations with Phil and Viv, even though it seems that way right now. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it'll deviate in some way. There are a multitude of things that married people can go through other than anything dealing with, she kissed you, he's flirting with you, just fidelity type stuff. There's,
Well, sure, but even
other grass to explore.
Hill's getting proposed to, and she's got some of the same problems.
Yeah, that's true.
Kissing Jazz.
That's true. I mean, that's a good point. There are other characters to assume that those type of archetypes.
Yeah.
There's just actual adult stuff outside of that.
Facts.
That you could explore with Phil and Viv. That I feel like we could spend a little bit more time on.
For sure. Any other thoughts on Bel-Air episode 1 through 3?
That's it for me, man. Give us your thoughts on what you thought about the first 3 episodes of Bel-Air. Go ahead and put it in the comment prompt below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. think we're going to be releasing these on Mondays from now on. So come back with us every Monday for the rest of the season. Check out our reviews of the prior episodes, and then we'll keep up with you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe again.
Absolutely. And make sure you check out our playlist for Bel-Air. We actually have covered season 1 and season 2. So if you need any kind of recaps on those episodes, feel free to peruse the playlist. And like he said, subscribe. We'll be talking about Bel-Air season 3 the whole way through.